Today's video is sponsored by my self-haircut course.
It's your man Alex, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys a scenario from a New York follower who pays $70 for a haircut every 2 weeks. So like I mentioned, this follower of mine from New York pays $70 every single haircut every 2 weeks, but I don't know exactly how much money he makes, so I put down, for example, that his time is valued at $20 per hour. Because I don't know how much money he makes, I just figured, okay, average USA employee, $20 per hour is a fair bet. Now, it could be more, it could be less. Most likely, I would assume if you're paying $70, it's not less than $20 per hour, but it's probably gonna be more. So the more money you make, obviously, the more money you're gonna end up wasting by going to the barbershop. So let's dive right into it. As you guys can see, going to the barbershop, spending money on gas is roughly about $3. Spending money on tolls, roughly $2, right? When you're going to the barbershop, you have to get dressed, you have to walk out to your car, start the car, get going, and then you have to drive to the barbershop. And then don't forget, you have to drive back from the barbershop. And of course, I say this in a few other videos where I break down the details, but it's very important because time is just as valuable as the money you make. More than 20% of the time that we spend going to work or making money, we are working directly to pay the government. So time is very important when 20 to 30% of our time, taxes, goes directly towards the government. Gas, $3, tolls, $2, driving or public transit, right? Maybe if it's public transit, it could be, let's call it even, public transit versus gas and tolls. Let's say it's roughly $5 both ways anyway, right? Now let's say it's 15 minutes to get to the barbershop, and then of course it's 15 minutes going back. So it's 30 minutes in total, driving or just in transportation in general, going to and from the barber, which equals $10 because 30 minutes is half of your hourly wage of $20, which is $10. Now, this is one that's very, very important. Going to the barbershop, you always have to wait for some reason. I don't know why, but you always have to wait. Haircuts are never done promptly on time. Barbers can never just cut somebody's hair within a specific time slot, and then as soon as the next hour hits, boom, you're ready to start the next haircut. For some reason, there's always leaking over, or they gotta talk to their friend, or they gotta manage the guys in the front, or take a bathroom break or a lunch break. To me, my time is very valuable. It's very limited every single day, just like it is for you. We all share the same 24 hours, but for me, I don't like a single human being. I don't care who you are, the janitor, the president, the prime minister, whoever you are, don't disrespect my time, and we're gonna be good. So this, to me, the fact that you have to wait 30 minutes just to get up into the chair for the barber to even start cutting your hair is a huge no-no for me. And this is huge time wasting, and I don't like that. 30 minutes of your time is being wasted, which equates to $10, which is half of your hourly wage. Now, moving forward, then you can start with the haircut, right? So let's say again, this is a good barber, he does a good job. I would hope, if you're paying $70 for the haircut, I would hope they take their time, they're very detail oriented, and they do a solid job. So it takes them a full 1 hour to cut your hair, which is $20 of your time, right? $20 per hour equates to $20 for 60 minutes of the haircut. So then we move forward. After we've wasted a bunch of time driving, waiting, and the haircut, we also have to pay the barber his $70 fee, right? Pay the barber his $70, and on top of their ridiculous $70 fee, barbers have to get tipped 10 to 20% for whatever reason. I don't know why. And so let's just say on the low end, that's $5. So with the haircut plus the tip, you're at $75. So in total, each haircut costs you, in terms of time, 2 hours, which equals $40 of your time. So the total money that you spend, which is gas, tolls, plus the haircut and tip, is $80. Now, if you add up the time you spend, $40, to the money you spend, $80, you get $120 per haircut. So you might think you're only paying $70 for the haircut, but as you guys can clearly see, you're actually paying way more money, nearly 80% more for the haircut when you include your time plus all of these other factors like gas and tolls. So now let's move forward to, well, if you were a self haircutter, how much money would you actually be saving instead of going to the barbershop? So again, cutting your own hair, you don't have to get into your car, you don't have to pay for gas, you don't have to pay for tolls, you don't have to physically drive anywhere, there's no time wasted, you don't have to wait in a waiting room in order to get your haircut. All you have to do is throw on like an old t-shirt, walk 5 steps into your bathroom, and then boom, within 30 seconds, you're ready to start. Now, of course, the haircut will take roughly 30 to 45 minutes, and then let's add another 15 minutes for cleanup. In general, let's just say overall 60 minutes in total. 60 minutes for your haircut equals $20. Now, the best part about cutting your hair is that you don't have to pay anybody to cut your hair. For the haircut and the tip, you're at a solid $0.00 because you don't have to pay yourself. You don't have to tip yourself. There's no money exchanged involved whatsoever for you cutting your hair, which is the best part about it. So each haircut only costs you 1 hour of your time, which of course is the 1 hour that it takes you to cut your hair and clean up. And then in terms of money, you're not spending a single dime cutting your own hair. No money on gas, no money on tolls, no money on haircut and tip. So all of that money you're saving. So grand total, you're only spending $20 per haircut by cutting your own hair. So if you go through the mix and compare going to the barbershop versus cutting your own hair, this is how much money you're going to be saving by not going to the barbershop. Or this is how much money you are wasting by going to the barbershop and spending $70 by going to a barber in New York. So you end up saving 1 hour of your time by not going to the barbershop, which equals $20 of your time. You also end up saving $120 minus $20, which is $100 per haircut. Which means if you decide to cut your own hair, you save that $100 every 2 weeks that you cut your hair. So if you do the math, 52 weeks in a year, divided by 2 is 26 weeks in a year that you get your haircut. 26 weeks times $100 per self haircut would give you a whopping $2,600 in savings every single year by you just making the slight adjustment to say, hey, I'm not gonna go to the barbershop, I'm gonna save all this money myself and cut my own hair. So you can save $2,600 per year by cutting your own hair instead of going to the barbershop. You think you're only spending $70, but clearly you are spending way more than $70. And if you value your time, which you really should, you're not spending just $70 on your haircut.
Before we continue with the video, I want to thank today's sponsor, my Self Haircut course. My goal with this course is to help you learn a lifelong skill set that will keep your money in your pocket and save you hours of your time every self haircut by not having to drive to and from a barbershop and pay for an inflated price plus the tip. Take advantage of my Self Haircut course, which provides you weekly one-on-one private coaching calls, live streamed interactive self haircut tutorials, a private community group chat, and over 60 high-quality videos on the Teachable platform. To start saving your time and money by learning how to cut your own hair, click on the first link in the description to start today. Thank you, Self Haircut course, for sponsoring this video.
Let me know in the comments right now, what would you do with an extra $2,600 if you are someone in New York or just anywhere in the United States or around the world that also is spending right around $70 per haircut and making on average $20 per hour for your wage? What would you do extra? What kind of fun activities or savings or investments would you make with an extra $2,600 per year? Because I know with $2,600, you can go around the world traveling, you could invest in real estate, or at least save money to invest in real estate. You can put that money as a down payment on a new car, a whole bunch of things. You can spend it on your children, take your family for a family vacation, do all types of things with that extra money. So now you might be asking, well, Alex, you're saying all of this stuff and I'm realizing that I'm really wasting all of this money and I could be saving that money instead by cutting my own hair. What do you recommend I do to start cutting my hair? And honestly, I would say you've got two options. You can either watch my videos for free on YouTube or other barbers on YouTube. Just try to learn for free watching all of our tutorials, or you can join the self haircut course, rebranding coming soon for a different, completely new feel. But you could either watch videos for free on YouTube or pay to get a much quicker, more efficient and reliable source for you to learn how to cut your own hair, such as the self haircut course, where you will save your time and your money much faster. You will learn how to cut your hair much faster and way more efficiently than if you were to just watch YouTube videos instead. And I can say this with a guarantee that the coaching calls, the live self haircut tutorials that I have within the course are incredibly game-changing for so many students of mine who are learning how to cut their hair. Literally within 1 to 2 coaching calls, I've noticed drastic improvements from my students. And if the coaching calls weren't there, if I wasn't able to sit on a coaching call with you for 30, 45 minutes, one-on-one, face-to-face, and you show me everything about your self haircuts, I wouldn't be able to give you that tailored, personalized education. I wouldn't be able to help you personally. So the fact that I do offer coaching calls every single week, whether it's one-on-one or group, and then self haircut tutorials live streamed on YouTube, the fact that I'm offering all of these golden nugget items within the school, the self haircut course, it will rapidly reduce the time it takes you to learn how to cut your hair and learn how to master self haircutting in general. So 1000%, I might be biased, but I know for a fact, just based off testimonials within my course, that joining the course is way better than just watching YouTube videos. And so you guys, that's pretty much it for the video, but hold on, if you live in New York, I did a little bit of extra work here to kind of go through your taxes and how much money you're actually keeping at the end of the year. So if you want to see me go through all of these different things, definitely stay tuned right now. If not, you can click away from the video because pretty much the video is done and I said all that I need to say. So I'll wait another second. And so let's begin. Let's just say again, $20 per hour is what you make. You work 40 hours a week, that's $800 per week. Times that by 49 work weeks in a year, you get $39,200 gross per year. For the federal taxes, you'd be looking to pay $4,500 roughly per year on this gross income. Now, if you go down the New York State taxes, you're looking to pay just over $2,500 in New York State taxes. And the fact that New York City and Yonkers have their own local income tax on top of the state tax, the local New York City tax, you're at $1,400. So if you add up the federal plus the New York State plus the New York City tax, you're at $8,457.83, which means, of course, of your gross $39,200 in income, you spend nearly 21.6% of your income on taxes. Now, if you save $2,600 per year on haircuts, that's literally equivalent to 8.5% of your net income going to haircuts. So this is why I want you guys to stay for this part of the video, because $2,600 in savings by cutting your own hair equals almost 9% of your take-home income. Almost 9% of your net income goes towards haircuts. So if you add up your tax plus your haircut, 21.6 plus 8.5, that's literally 30% of your income every year spent solely on taxes and haircuts. So you would be working for literally 3.5 months, and this goes back to what I said earlier in the video, 3.5 months out of your year, you're specifically working just to pay your taxes and your haircuts. So this is the interesting part. If I were you, I would leave New York City just like I left New Jersey to come down to Miami, Florida. and go to a low or no state income tax state. And then start cutting your own hair on top of that, because you'll save $2,600 per year on haircuts. And then on top of that, you're gonna be saving the New York state tax plus the New York City tax, which is nearly $4,000 on taxes, totaling over $6,500 in savings every single year just by not living in New York and New York City, and by cutting your own hair and not going to the barbershop. $6,553 is equivalent to 19% of your income being saved each year by cutting your own hair and moving to a different state, such as no tax states like Wyoming, Washington, Texas, Tennessee, South Dakota, Nevada, Florida, and Alaska. So if you guys did find value in today's video, I hope you learned something new, because I definitely tried my best to break things down as much as possible. And if you guys did like this video, definitely leave a like, share this video with a friend, click on the subscribe button down below, and don't forget to click on the post notifications as well to never miss any of my new weekly videos right around 9 a.m. Eastern time here on YouTube. But you guys, thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you all next time. Peace!